Welcome to a Command & Conquer best of 3 between in the yellow. It's Latziks playing as, I believe it was GDI indeed, versus not for JLGAZZA94 in the red. Alright, both of them just starting with the construction yard in the home base position, like this, the starting position. And not moving down. Starting refinery is a little different, with JLGAZZA moving up and Latziks moving down with that refinery. And second refinery already out, slightly faster for Latziks. But eco seems to be actually slightly better for JLGAZZA, but it's not going to matter. This is going to matter. An Apache, an attack helicopter. It's very good against grenadiers, it's very good against infantry, but it is quite micro intensive. Wanting to go back to its helipad every single time, it doesn't auto attack, nothing. You've gotta micro it all the way. So right now I'm going to ask you to subscribe to the channel, which is not in game too, I know, I'm sorry, but I will. And with that being said, now we're going to continue with the game, because more grenadiers in the middle, and flamethrower going to try and take them down, but is not able to do that. It's 4 refs versus 3, and that is likely an airstrip next up for JLGAZZA. Just because, well, they're not, and they did build an Apache, but still airstrip is likely. Could see another refinery, but then I would have already expected it, since it has been a while since Latziks is on 2 or on 4, and indeed airstrip it is. Already 16-6 in terms of KD, and Latziks will probably get some okay scouting unless this Apache goes there immediately. It does not do that, so there is the scouting on the construction yard. Isn't the most important thing in a not versus GDI, but still it is good to have scouting. JLGAZZA doesn't have it yet, but they have buggies, so they should be able to just run in there to scout if they want to. Weapons factory, war factory on the other side is now out, so tanks will start to roll onto the field. 2 of them are already here. And they have to get into action immediately, because a harvester is already under fire. Apache is also going to do some damage, this time around on some infantry. Should have just continued fighting them. But that's the thing, Apache is micro intensive, so it's difficult to have it use all of its bullets optimally and keeping it in use while you expand to the south side. Latziks is already there on the large field, and JLGAZZA is also there, but this refinery really isn't that efficient, and it's actually harvesting off the side field. So this field is going to run out faster than you might expect, if that continues to be the case. 2 tanks in the middle, no bikes here right now for JLGAZZA. So actually quite an okay fight for Latziks, but still 2 tanks, and now with those bikes will be driven away. One of them has already gone down. Now it's a matter of, do you focus on the harvester or on the tank? Seems like you're focusing on both a little bit. Not ideal, because now they both survive. But it's fine, you'll be able to snipe it if you want to later on, either with the Apache even, or just with 1 or 2 bikes. Apache now going to snipe some more infantry. And, oh come on, flamethrowers, do your thing. Do your thing, flamethrowers. They kinda did, kinda didn't. Apache was in the way, so we couldn't really see. However, this is an issue. Latziks is ahead in eco at 22,000 versus 18,000 harvested. However, harvester is just not doing anything. So sure, you've got all of this eco, which JLGAZZA does not yet have. But still, I mean, you're not using it optimally. so it's not ideal yet. Because it's like 7 versus 6? Yes. So you were on like equal refinery count. Effectively. Equal harvester count. While that one wasn't working. Units being cleaned up quite well by JLGAZZA. A lot more units on the field, and that means that that's going to be a dead harvester. It's the already damaged one, because that's probably the reason it didn't go into the refinery. It just clicked it away to save it last time, but I actually accidentally like misclicked and like put it in front of the refinery rather than inside of the refinery. Just one bike over here, not a lot of damage in this ball, and most of it is not engaging. So JLGAZZA will have to run away. Second war factory is now out. Second airstrip was already out as well over here. And a refinery has gone down. So eco for JLGAZZA will be a little bit worse than it was. But they'll probably be able to hold on for now. I mean, army number is still quite okay. Yes, there are quite a good number of grenadiers on the other side, but you've got buggies and bikes at home. And some even in front, but this does hurt. You're just going to lose a harvester because it's being stupid. It probably thought that like, after harvesting this field, this is the closest. And you might just barely be able to save it, but it's already so damaged. That will become a problem later on. But it's not one yet. Tanks will slowly be damaged, but not going down. And since there are no bikes, well, there are, but like they're not engaging. The tanks really aren't being damaged all that much. Latziks might think about launching a little bit of a sneak attack up north, but will not be able to do that right now. Though it seems like they might have actually taken down the construction yard. I mean, there is a damaged power plant over there, and those buggies were right around the construction yard placement. So it seems like they were actually able to snipe it, though according to the game, JLGAZZA would have been able to like sell it off. And stupid game. There. Anyways, a lot of grenadiers here, but Apache not focusing on them. Quite safe location for that damaged the harvester, but still, I mean, that will probably be an issue later on. It's going to die, I think. And indeed, over here now, a lot of grenadiers selling off power plant and refinery already. And the Apache just isn't able to do it all on its own. Minus 111 power, that's not pretty. Meaning that your production has been slowed down a lot, and that was some good flamethrower shots, but after that they like team killed, so that's not as good. But at least you cleaned it all up without having too many casualties. It's not pretty, don't get me wrong. But at least those grenadiers are gone. Over here, war factory should be sniped, because it's not actually that well armored, and it goes down. Bikes, one of them going down, two of them going down, 3 and 4 as well. Or is it, I believe this is even the 5th one, but it does go down. Meaning that there is another strike force over here for Latziks, which is taking down a Hand of Nod. And double Apache, I mean sure, that is allowed of course, even 4 would be allowed right now. But War Factory will stay up, at least it should stay up, and indeed it does. But it will have to be repaired, otherwise it will go down when these Apaches come back. Units over here though, like 3 tanks isn't that many, but what does JLGAZZA have? They've got like 3 buggies over here, another 3 over here but already damaged ones, and then 1 there. I mean that's it. That shouldn't be able to handle like 3 tanks, especially not with the little bit of reinforcements coming in. Now once again going after that war factory with your Apaches. Well, 1 Apache and even some buggies. This time around it kinda should go down, especially if this one now launches and goes there. If it doesn't go now, it's not going to die. Right, War Factory will stay up for now. Over here, units all been cleaned up, pretty much. And this time around you're going after that War Factory and you should be able to take it down. Nope, actually you shouldn't, because it's already at more than 50% HP. And that one didn't even have a lot of ammo. Though, bike might just be able to do it for you. And indeed it does. Now going to try and focus down that construction yard, but that's definitely not going to work. Now, 2-3 tanks driving over the enemy harvester, just because it's so squishy. 4 tanks, like the airstrip will go down. A lot of grenadiers here as well. And you know what? The only thing right now that has not died yet, and will not die, is that very heavily damaged harvester. Game 1 goes to Latziks. Game 2 in the best of 3. It is between JLGAZZA in the teal blue versus Latziks in the yellow. With a seemingly slightly faster start, but maybe not. It's on elevation, a very standard map. It's GDI versus Nod, a very standard matchup, which we've seen plenty of times before on this map and others, but well, on this map it's really just standard stuff. Over here, the refinery out, on the other side refinery out as well, but does also now have a silo to get more efficient eco in the back of the base. Not yet on this side for JLGAZZA, and just going to do a raw refinery there. Okay, that's fine, but it's far away, it's not efficient, so that is, well, not ideal. Yes, you could spend like $100 on like a silo over here, but at least now you have like 2 very efficient harvesters, whereas these, even the second one, is not efficient. So that's not something they can really do anything about. It's just that the entrance is not located where you would want. Grenadier going down in both spots. And Latziks already expanding really, really well. I do believe Latziks has like improved a lot compared to like the start of the like Titan Season 12 tournament. Like they played a lot of games, I feel. More than others, but I'm not sure about that. Anyways, we've got 4 Fs on this side versus just 3 here, but that's because we expect an airstrip right there. Indeed. Whereas War Factory is always later. Probably only after like the 5th ref. Maybe the 4th, but like... We've also seen 5th. Even 6th ref. Though that was very eco heavy. Very greedy. Anyways, a lot of flamethrowers over here. Could be a bit of an issue. But right now they are still holding the line. Eco lead for Latziks is like 1500. Not all that much honestly, but by now, I mean, you've only halved at like 8000, so like 1500 to 2000 is quite significant. It's like 25%. 20 to 25. There is the 4th ref now for JLGAZZA, whereas, well, Latziks was already on 5. War Factory out as well. Does have to build a power plant because they're at -5 power. There it goes. Alright. And if you're going to build tanks, it's going to take a long time before those enter the front lines. In the meantime, your minigunners have to do it for you, and all of a sudden you are at low power again. -5 power for Latziks. Now, yo, what now? Sandbags? What are these doing here? I don't know. Why do you have sandbags in the, like, middle of your base? It's not even as if you're like defending a choke point with them. No, you're just putting them there? Just so that they can't run in as easily? in order to snipe your war factory or your construction yard? I mean, maybe? But they don't know about it, so... Especially against like JLGAZZA, it wouldn't really have helped you this time around. Anyways, 6 refs over here, and we've got only 5. Now 6 on this side. Likely are going to see another airstrip, possibly here or there. Maybe even here, sure thing, could happen. But we are probably going to see the second one very soon. And same thing with construction yard maybe. No, but war factory. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you've got 2.83k in the bank, that's quite a lot. So wanting to spend all of that, or at least a significant amount of that, would make a lot of sense. And since this is very slow to reinforce with, indeed there is the second one. Make sure to prioritize that one, because otherwise it's still going to take an hour before your tanks enter the front lines. Right. Issue. It takes such a long time that those 3 tanks in the back of your base are not going to save this war factory. You just built it built 2 tanks, and it's already dead. What do you do about that? Well, make sure all of your tanks are in at the front lines when you build it. I guess so, but oh well, that's 2,000 down the drain. Second airstrip is indeed out. For JLGAZZA as well now. And 3 tanks. I mean, this seems desperate, like trying to make a push work just because you lost that war factory. But this is not really going to help or like work. I mean, there are just like... They outnumber you like 10 to 1. That's not ideal. You do have very good eco though. With another like 2 refs over here, but already one of them is gone. The other one probably shouldn't die, shouldn't get destroyed. But your barracks is... You've ran out of cash pretty much, your harvester is under attack, at least a little bit. And, well, your tanks are over here, sure, but like one of them is running around. And the buggies just drive away. Right, is it possible for you to launch any kind of attack on the other side? Not really. JLGAZZA is just running circles around you with the nod units. Bikes and buggies, they're just so much faster, but now a little bit of a sneak attack with those grenadiers, but they really just don't do a lot. Even taken down by like a couple of bikes now. But, well, JLGAZZA does pull their forces back quite far, which might give you an opening. It might. Probably does allow you to build another war factory if you would want to. And trying to expand to the middle, though where are your forces? You can't defend this. Okay, now getting up a barracks, but seems too late. And running in with those bikes. Going after a construction yard or war factory or both would make sense, and there are a lot of bikes here, so both should die. I wouldn't even be surprised if eco goes down after as well. But are you going to try and run out? Taking down 1 sandbag, alright, very nice. But you are indeed running out, JLGAZZA. Stop it. And they are indeed now running out. There they go. They are running out of there, driving away with their bikies. Over here 2 bikes should go down because, yeah, it's grenadiers they're facing off against. And that means that Latziks is now on full on grenadier production. Which, don't get me wrong, with 7.5 grand in the bank, that could work. I mean, they've got like 6 barracks. Yes, 6 barracks. And they've got good eco, so it could actually happen. 1 refinery already going down. There's something else went down. I think that was a power plant or a hand of nod. Probably hand of nod. But, well, as long as you don't take awful engagement against those enemy buggies, you could actually be okay. I mean, you did spend all of it already. That's how fast you can get through your cash with 6 barracks. And, well, taking down a refinery over there. Airstrip is being sold off, like you are actually doing it. Like, how do they stop it? They don't have anything. They've got 700 in the bank. They have to sell off that construction yard now. They need to spend cash, get flamethrowers, get something to just destroy all of those grenadiers. Even just try driving over them with your harvesters would probably be worth it. There goes the construction yard indeed. 3.3k in the bank. But they are all on your doorstep. Tanks and grenadiers. Airstrip is gone before you can spend your cash. I believe. Yes, there it goes. Now it's a single-handed knot. You're not going to spend that cash. And JLGAZZA loses. They give up. Latziks 2-0 in the best of 3, which means that they win, even after losing their construction yard and war factories like that. So, well done that you made it this far into the video. Consider watching the video in your lower left. But that's all I'm going to have for you today, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. 15k more harvested for Latziks. Very nicely done.